Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can hear me. It's supposed to be 3 dudes on stream tonight, but it appears it's only me. So it might not be a particularly interesting one, but thank you anyway for joining us, joining me even. I'm just getting on with some painting. I've made the mistake of starting another 40k army. For those that haven't seen Instagram or our Facebook page, it is Deathwatch. So I'm just painting some up, which is proving a bit of a challenge because I've never really done black power armor before. It's not overly complicated. It's just something new. If anybody's got any decent guides for doing it, I'm currently just sort of following the Citadel painting app way of doing it, but substituting in some colors where I don't actually own the Games Workshop ones. And so far it seems to be going okay. Rich, hello. It's only me, but hello. I don't know. Well, I know where James is, but I don't know where Will is. He was supposed to be here. But it's only little old me. But yeah, as I say, I can't guarantee it's going to be a particularly interesting stream. And apologies for that, but I'm not very good at entertaining people on my own. I'm sure some might say we're not particularly good at entertaining people when there are 3 of us, but it's certainly easier when that happens. Jimmy, hello. And welcome. So, yeah, as I say, new 40k army. I made the mistake of buying a 2,500 point list and sticking it all together. And now I've got a mountain of plastic that needs painting and very little enthusiasm to actually get it painted, which is a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, no worries, Rich. That's absolutely fine. Yes, Jimmy, I am painting Deathwatch indeed. Well, trying to anyway. It's sort of going all right for the time being, but I've just realised I've started doing highlights and stuff, and I haven't finished doing the other bits and pieces that I need to do, which is a bit of a nightmare. So I've got silver all over the place, and I haven't cleaned it up, and I'm just not having a very good time with it, really. But it'll get better, I'm sure. So, what's everybody else working on? What are the people building, buying, painting, planning? I know what Rich is up to. He's got some very cool stuff going on with his Templar brethren. At the moment, I'm using Vallejo Model Air Medium Gunship Grey for the first highlight around the armor, and then Army Painter Ash Grey for the edges. I think I've got a picture of them somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. You can just see roughly what's going on with it. Let me just pop it over here. And then nope, that's not it. That's the wrong thing. That one. And do a one of them. So that's roughly what the Watchmaster's currently looking like. Obviously, he's still very work in progress. There's a lot of stuff to do still on his spear, but you can see the armor edging on that, and I think it's worked out all right with those colors. As I say, it's basically just following the Citadel one, but just substituting in paints that I have that to use instead of the ones that they specifically recommend. It seems to be okay. So blimey, that's quite a lot of stuff. Blood Angel Sternguard, I like the idea of. Sanguinor, I like the idea of, and Castellax and Apravian I particularly like the idea of. Is that for, is it Salamanders you do, Jimmy? I think it is. I do like my Apravian for my Deathwatch. He's never really performed particularly well, but I think that's mostly because the rest of my army is a bit pants. But I do very much like the idea of him. I run mine with 6 Thorax. So it basically just gives a little bit of extra speed, I suppose, to an otherwise very slow Death Guard list, because I run them or outflank with them most of the time. So I just get that extra bit of maneuverability. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's as I say, it's the first time I've really done black power armor, and I am happy with them overall. There's a couple of bits I'd probably do differently, but you know, I'm not entering him into any painting competitions or anything, so he just needs to look good. So that'd be fine. Awesome, Salamanders. I look forward to seeing them. They should be very cool, because the remainder of your Salamanders are pretty spectacular looking, so I can only imagine that the Castellax and Apravian will follow suit. But quick question, a bit of a strange one. To those of you who wear glasses and paint, when you are painting detail, do you actually look through your glasses, or do you look below them or above them? I tend to find I can't really see much detail actually through them. It's probably time for me to go get my eyes checked again. But if I look under them, it generally works fine. Just a weird one. It's probably just me being peculiar, but commissions recently, so Edge highlighted those. Yeah, they. It's the first time I've really done it, and it's performing. It's, you know, got to push yourself, I suppose. Got to do different things. Otherwise, you just end up doing the same thing all the time and never really improving any of your painting abilities, which is something I've been very guilty of. Through. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Rich. Yeah, okay. It's probably just me being a bit weird then. But you know, it's not certainly not the only thing I'm a bit weird about, so it's fine. But if anyone sees me looking at things very peculiarly while I'm painting, that's the reason for it. So. I really don't know why I started this Deathwatch army. Am I getting ready for next event in August? Greetings. I am not. No, unfortunately. I have a wedding to go to, so I will be doing that instead. I say unfortunately, obviously going to a wedding is always a good thing, but the last event was fantastic, so it's a shame to miss it, but I'm going to definitely start going to some other ones.
Boo.
Oh, Mr. Gates has joined. Hello.
You're right.
I'm fine, thank you. This is going to make things a lot more interesting for the viewers, because I've just been waffling on about crap for the last few minutes. Fortunately, I've had Jimmy and Rich here keeping me sane.
That's good.
And hopefully I haven't bored them too much, but...
No, fingers crossed. I'm sure you haven't. I'm sure you haven't.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Is it many models in my Deathwatch army? Good question. Yes, it is.
I was about to ask that.
5, 10, 15, 20. 30, 40, 41, 48, 52, 56, 7, 8, 9, 10, 61, 65.
Is this in the 2,500?
This is in 2,500 points.
What?
Yeah, 65.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, one vehicle.
Yeah, is that the flyer?
The Corvus. Yeah.
I've been reading about.
4 bikes.
Okay.
And 9 Inceptors. Everybody else is on foot.
What have you got Primaris wise?
I have 2 Fortis kill teams, which are the ones combined. Actually, I'll go over them in a sec. I've got 2 Inceptor squads, a 4-man with bolters, and a 3-man with plasma.
Nice.
And then I've got 2 Fortis kill teams, which are the sort of the Primaris ones, comprised of 5 Hellblasters. No, sorry, 5 Intercessors with bolt rifles, 4 Hellblasters, and an Inceptor with plasma.
Very nice.
So the Inceptor giving them the ability to shoot after falling back.
Yes, because they take on. I was reading on 1D4chan anyway, and I may be wrong, but don't they take on the abilities of what units?
Sort of, yeah. They gain abilities depending on what's in them. So if it's just Inceptors and Hellblasters, then nothing really happens.
Yeah.
James, no problem, mate. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem.
Don't Inceptors grant them the ability to fall back? Is that not what you just said?
Oh, sorry, no. Hellblasters and Intercessors. I get confused with the names of things.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're just normal. They're like Hellblasters. Don't give them any bonuses apart from obviously being Hellblasters.
Yeah.
If you have an aggressor,
yes,
then you can move and shoot with assault weapons. You can assault with and shoot with assault weapons without penalty, and you can move and fire heavy weapons without penalty.
Yeah.
And if you have an Inceptor, you can fall back and shoot as if you had fly.
That's pretty cool.
And then you can give them a Reaver to give them the -1 leadership.
Yeah. That's
the things within however many inches it is.
That's not going to be fun to go up against. Also, 65.
Yeah, 65 models, which I'm quite surprised by, given how expensive some of the units have been.
Well, I'm just going to put together a 2,500 point pure Primaris Dark Angel list, and I'll see what I can come up with. Okay. I'll just do, because I've probably got about 2,500, I think. But I'll see how many models I've got. But because they've all got the special ammunition as well, so
the majority of them do. Yeah, there's a couple of models that don't.
Yeah.
But all of the intercessors and the inceptors with the bolters do.
Yeah.
And the majority of my veterans do as well. There's only a few that don't. So apologies. Just need to plug my headphones in.
I'm impressed. I'm actually really looking forward to fighting them.
Sorry, mate, missed that.
I said I'm really looking forward to fighting them.
Yeah, it should be interesting. It should be interesting. What's going on?
What made you choose a Deathwatch army?
What made me choose a Deathwatch army? Good question. I've always sort of liked Deathwatch.
He was always looking on 1D4chan and thought they sounded overpowered.
No, I've always sort of liked Deathwatch, and have always sort of been tempted, but was always put off by the painting of black because I've never done it before.
Yeah,
so it was something new, which is another reason I always wanted a Raven Guard army, but never did it because painting black.
Yeah.
And then I decided, sort of, you're never going to get better if you don't do it. So I decided to go with Raven Guard. No, I didn't. I decided to go with Deathwatch. Also, we've done a number of Deathwatch role plays using the Fantasy Flight Games books in the past.
Please don't tell me you're going to get 3 Shadow Swords.
No, not yet. And it was always really good fun. And Deathwatch appealed to me more than Grey Knights. I wanted something that was different, that was still Marines but different from Marines. I've got tons of Chaos lists or tons of Chaos Marines. I didn't really fancy any of the normal Space Marine legions.
No.
We've got a Blood Angels player, we've got a Dark Angels player, we've got a Space Wolf player. And I've done Space Wolves in the past. Couldn't really do any of them. Didn't want to do Grey Knights because they always felt a bit, I don't know, naff.
Apparently they're not great in this. I mean, I know that wouldn't have, like, you know, if you enjoyed them, you would have done it, whether they were powerful or not. But apparently, they're not very good.
No, I mean, even if just fluff wise, they've never really appealed to me.
Yeah.
And Deathwatch, being that mixture of everybody, has always just been that little bit more interesting. And I've always been a fan of the Ordo Xenos since Eisenhorn.
Yep, that's fair.
And
I suppose the good thing about Deathwatch as well is that you can quite easily add in things like Inquisitors and other, like,
absolutely, yeah,
generic Imperium forces.
Yeah, definitely.
To use,
because perhaps most importantly, they've got what is probably the best looking, certainly plastic flyer in the entirety of the Games Workshop range, in the shape of the Corvus Black Star.
Almost.
What are you going to argue about? What are you going to argue is better?
I really like the Dark Angel flyers, but no, the Corvus is definitely up there. It's definitely probably my second favorite flyer.
Well, I mean, it's different from all of the normal Space Marine flyers in that it actually looks aerodynamic.
Yeah, the only other one I was going to say, well, I think,
the Stormhawk's quite nice. The Stormhawk Interceptor's quite nice.
The Stormhawk does. It's the Storm Talon and the Storm Raven that just look like big blocks.
Yes.
And obviously the Space Wolf ones.
Yes.
But
yeah, I just fancy something different, and the ability to, as Will said, either add in ally in little bits and pieces if I want to, just to paint different stuff. So I don't need a full squad of Terminators. I can pick up a Terminator or two. I don't need a full squad of veterans. I can just, like Vanguard veterans. I can just pick up one or two. Don't need millions of bikes. Add a couple if I want to.
And like more so than that, I guess you can add in one or two. You know, you can add in the Primaris as and when you feel like it as well. So you don't have to go pure Primaris.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got a relatively. I think I've still got more normal Marines than I do Primaris, but still a decent whack of Primaris in there.
Yes.
It's a little bit different, and they're different to paint as well because I've not painted Primaris before. I mean, I know they're basically Space Marines, but you know,
I enjoy painting Primaris a lot more than normal Marines, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have to say.
Well, hopefully it won't be too long before I get started on them. I'm doing my usual mistake of painting characters first.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I just prefer painting one-offs.
So is the theme going to be mainly infantry based, or are you going to?
It's certainly, well, again, I seem to just do nothing but infantry armies. It was never intended to be.
Okay.
But they're quite limited on what they can take Games Workshop wise. So they can take a load of Forge World stuff. So they can take Leviathans and Forge World flyers and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was toying with a Leviathan, but I've got 3 already, and I figured putting one in a teleportarium was probably a little bit harsh.
A little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So I decided not to do that. And then I was thinking maybe add a couple of Redemptors in. Because it seems sort of getting them up the table as always is a bit of an issue. So if I can put them in a teleportarium, that will help.
Yep. I would agree with that.
Yeah. And then it just got to the stage where I needed troops, and I had ideas of what I wanted my troops to do and what I wanted them to be armed with, and I ended up with 65 infantry models again, and no room for anything else.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I need to rein myself in a bit, I think, when it comes to that. But it'll take a while to paint it all, but it'll be fine.
I was going to say, I saw the pictures, but I didn't. In fact, I can bring them up now because you sent them. Is it mostly still? Because I know it's all built, but
yeah,
it's mostly still unpainted, isn't it?
Yeah. Completely unadorned.
Oh, you've given them. Well, you've given at least some of the Inceptors plasma as well. I see.
Yes, I've got a full squad of 3, or rather, I've got a squad of 3 with plasma.
Yep.
As a fast attack choice, and then the 2 that are part of the intercessor squads. Sorry, the Fortis kill teams have plasma as well, just because I've got 4 Hell Blasters in each. So I figured if I could round it out, 5 with some kind of plasma, 5 with bolt, it would be a nice sort of round number.
That does make sense to me.
Yes, that'll certainly be interesting. But it's a double battalion, so I've got tons of command points, which are nice.
Excellent.
Because there are some very good ones.
I was going to say, have they got good stratagems?
Yeah, there are some quite nice ones. +1 to wound on a force organization type, so it's not even against. So it's against all troops or
that's
all heavy supports or something. It's quite nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that's one of the good ones. They've got the usual like Hellfire shells Space Marines get for their heavy bolters. They've got some good ones where you can do essentially a Hellfire bolt, but it only works against vehicles. Which is quite nice. There's a teleport one, so you can put 1 to 3 units in teleport.
Yep.
There's a couple of other nice ones. I can't remember what they are. Let's look. Flank missile, obviously. They've got a load of different ones based on who you're fighting. So against Necrons, for example, use this stratagem at the beginning of an opponent's turn before they use the reanimations protocols on a Necron unit within 12 inches. Subtract 1 from any reanimation protocol rolls they make.
That's very cool. I like that, actually.
There's one against Tau. If a unit in your army has been hit by a marker light, immediately remove all marker light counters from that unit, which is quite cool.
Again, very nice.
Yep. There's an Orc one that is -1 to charge distances if you kill a model in Overwatch. Oh, sorry, for each model you kill in Overwatch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
And there's a one against Tyranids where you can shoot at Synapse characters, even if they're not the closest.
That's kind of useful.
Yeah, so Arthur's not going to like that one very much.
No, he is not. Okay, so I've just chucked together what I've got.
Oh, yeah.
So, Master and Gravis Armor, Primaris Librarian. I don't have the Librarian, but I might. It's better than the Chaplain, so I will get one.
Yeah.
3 10-man Intercessor squads.
Yep.
Reaver squad. My 3 Inceptor squads.
Yep.
And then 30 Hellblasters.
Okay.
Just because
how many points is that?
That's 2,405.
Okay.
So it's 30, 60, 70,
more models than mine.
79, 81 models. That one is.
Yeah.
But obviously no vehicles.
Yeah, of course. That is all infantry, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But then, yeah, a lot of my squads are ludicrously expensive.
Yeah. Oh, have I done that? Oh, no, I've done that right.
Like my Primaris kill teams are 300 points each.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Yeah. So, but then, specialist ammunition, potentially 36-inch range. -2, 1 damage on their normal bolters. So you could rapid fire at 18, obviously doing 2 damage at minus. They're doing 1 damage at -2, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could be all right, or they could just get absolutely smashed. One of the two.
I don't know. I think they'll do. I think they'll do fairly well.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the full squad of 5 Stormbolters.
Yes.
The full squad the squad of 4 shotguns and the squad of 4 frag cannons.
Yeah.
They should be quite good fun.
Well, annoyingly enough, apparently, scout bikers are like an amazing way to get cheap bolter shots. Because they have twin bolters and like a shotgun, and I think that might be it. Twin bolters and a shotgun like just as their standard equipment.
Yeah.
And obviously you can fire all the weapons, all weapons you want, and you can give the sergeant a storm bolter as well.
Yeah.
So he can essentially have like 10 bolter shots just by himself within 12 inches. But obviously as Dark Angels, I don't have scout bikers. I mean,
oh, do you not?
I think I can take them, but fluff-wise, in fact, I probably can't even, because fluff-wise, they don't have scout bikers.
Oh, no, of course, because the Ravenwing are
all the
more advanced unit, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't have any like scout bikers. So I don't even know if they're in the codex. I can't remember, but I don't think they are. But even if they were, like, I wouldn't want to take them.
No.
But
yeah.
Then
is bolter shots what you need?
No, it's not. But it's not bad to spend like 50 points to get 10 bolter shots.
No, that's true. That is true.
But no, as we've always said, like, bolter shots are not what I need in my army.
No. Well, to be honest, I don't think there's really much you need in your Dark Angel list.
Not in the Dark Angel list overall, but in the Primaris list.
Yeah.
I need some stronger anti-tank.
I don't know, 30 Hellblasters is pretty good.
It is, but it's still only, especially if I want, that's the thing, because like I would probably want to combat squad them, but again, if you really want to make the use of the weapons of the Dark Age stratagem, you need to keep them all together. But I don't know. I feel like doing 3 damage with the stratagem and overcharging is obviously very good.
Yeah.
But
then, as we talked about the other weekend, dedicated Primaris anti-tank is sorely lacking.
Yeah, exactly.
With the possible exception of the Redemptor with Las Cannons and Las Talon.
But that's just stupidly expensive.
It is, yeah. And if you're just buying that for anti-tank, that's a massive waste of points.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the model.
No, it is growing on me. I think a lot of it depends on the colour scheme.
Yeah, this is true.
This
is true. But
I do know what you mean.
I don't know. I do feel like that's one thing that you need to keep. You know, like having a Devastator squad with just some Las Cannons is...
Yeah, or a couple of Predators.
Your Predators
always do insanely well whenever we play.
They do. It's because of that lovely, lovely stratagem.
Bloody hate kill shot. That's a whole other story.
It is.
So what have you been doing hobby-wise? Did you ever order your tarantulas?
I haven't done yet. But that's just because I'm waiting for some more money.
That's fair enough.
I've kind of I haven't been doing a huge amount hobby-wise. I've got all the stuff was still in the boot of my car from when I was over at yours. Well, not all of it, but some of it was. So I've dragged that all in now, and got a few bits out. So I've been carrying on with the Primaris, but just finishing off bits and pieces.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Really, with them.
And
then just thinking about army lists and thinking about, because I've been really on like the demon side of things as well at the moment. So I want to get like a complete melee Demon of Khorne army.
Yeah,
just like nothing ranged at all. Just like a horde of demons.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Charging.
I'll tell you who you need to speak to on that front is our friend Jody.
Yeah,
he has some rather lovely Khorne demons.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Excellent.
He's definitely somebody that's worth talking to. Because I think he runs me 30k, 40k, and Sigmar.
That's another reason why I'd quite like the Khorne demons, because I'm also fairly interested in playing some Age of Sigmar as well, actually. In the near future. It sounds, because there's the whole new, it's basically the entire new rule set.
Yeah, I've seen there's been loads of videos about it recently. I've not actually watched any of them yet.
No, I don't know, but apparently it's basically just like, I mean, it's obviously the same game, but apparently there's a load of big changes.
Okay.
So whether they're good or not, I don't know, but
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I wonder if it hopefully hasn't invalidated any of the army books.
I don't think it has.
These days.
I don't think it has, because they've just on Games Workshop's site they have the start collecting boxes for all of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
With the books in.
Ah, brilliant. Okay.
I think so. I assume
it's fairly safe to assume that they haven't then.
I don't think they've invalidated any, or if they do, if they have, it's like maybe one or two, but like 90% of them.
Yeah. Have you seen the what's it called? The store birthday AOS model?
No.
No, because I know you're a big Death fan, aren't you? Or you're a fan of the Night Haunts or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
I definitely. That's the only thing that's putting me off starting, really focusing on the corners, because I want to do that as my my Age of Sigmar army.
Well, the new box is Night Haunt, isn't it?
It is. It is
starter box.
But I don't know, because I know, James, if you're still here, you were doing Sigmarines, but I don't know if they've fallen by the wayside now.
Right. Where is Thingamajigger? I'm going to share something with you, Will.
Okay, Kirk.
Which I think, if I can... Oh, I can't hide that. Okay, never mind. Nope, that's the wrong button. So this is the store anniversary model for the Night Haunt, or the Ghosts, or whatever they're called. Which is kind of cool.
That is very cool. I like that.
And there's one, Games Workshop is having, and Milton Keynes is the 6th or 7th of July or something.
Oh, okay.
So I might, depending on what other random crap I can convince myself to buy, be able to pick one of those up for you if you wanted it.
That would be great. Yeah, that would be really great, actually.
Assuming I can make it down on that day, I think I can.
Yeah. Well, no worries if not, but yeah, I would quite like that.
Yeah, Rich, we do both have Age of Sigmar stuff. We've just never really got round to playing it. And I know there was a whole period of time when we both really wanted to, but we've just never got around to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It always seems to be 30k or 40k is more interesting at the time, and that ends up being what we play.
I mean, I think it's just, to be honest, I probably would have got a small Age of Sigmar army if, like, just the last sort of, well, this entire year, essentially, I just haven't really had the money to spend on anything, like, Games Workshop, period. But I think, to be honest, my next few purchases will probably be Age of Sigmar, because there's nothing that I drastically need. I mean, as we figured out the other day, we can easily do 16,000 points of of stuff. Aside,
yes, which is ludicrous.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else I need.
I think that's
for my not full stop, but at the moment, at least until they release any new Primaris stuff.
I'm still sort of not necessarily dubious about that, but curious about that, actually, because obviously all of the Space Marine codexes have been released, apart from Space Wolves.
Well, what did, I don't know if anyone knows Age of Sigmar a bit more, because obviously after the Sigmarine army book, or whatever it's called, came out, they released a load of, then they keep releasing new Sigmarine stuff. Like, there's always something Sigmarine well, not always, but there seems to be a steady flow of new Sigmarine stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And I know Age of Sigmar has a lot of the rules on the website, but when do they update the army book?
Presumably it's General's Handbook, but
is that just, I know 40k doesn't have one of those, but
it does. Chapter approved.
Oh yeah, that's true. But But I don't know. Does 40k stuff have the rules on the Games Workshop website?
They normally come in the box,
Yeah,
but
well,
they're very basic rules for the units.
Well, I mean, they may just. I mean, to be honest, most stuff is fairly basic rules these days.
That's true. That's true.
Really. So I wouldn't be surprised if they released new stuff and just had the rules in the box and then fleshed it out at the next chapter approved.
Yeah, that is a good point. And actually, I hadn't even considered that they were in the box until you just asked where the rules were. Because they're generally at the end of the instruction.
Yeah, they are. They are. So I feel I think they would be, with the amount of stuff they released for Age of Sigmar and the Sigmarines. I can't imagine they don't have something similar planned for the Primaris.
Yeah, that is a good point.
At least eventually.
Yeah, I think that's the key word really, because they obviously don't want to invalidate their entire line of normal Space Marines. So they're unlikely to release a Devastator squad of Primaris, for example.
They're not going to do like a whole Devastator squad. You know, essentially.
But then equally, I'd be surprised if they did bring out a heavy support squad, because anything that they have, if it's dedicated anti-tanks, can be better than a Devastator squad anyway.
Yeah.
Because a Primaris Marine is better than a normal Marine.
I wonder if they will. I think I mentioned this the other week as well. I would quite like it if they. I mean, it would in some kind of way cross over with Devastators, but not so much. But do like 30k heavy supports, so like they could only take special weapons, but like an entire squad taking special weapons.
So just expand on the support squad idea, which Hellblasters already are, I suppose.
Yeah, or give whatever the super melter equivalent of plasma for Hellblasters, so give them an option, and so they could take plasma melter or flamers or grav or whatever, but just nothing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nothing that was like a las cannon or a missile launcher, or maybe even like I don't know, not as good as like a plasma cannon or a multi-melter, but something that is in between a plasma and a melter and a plasma cannon and a multi-melter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because then it would slightly step on the toe of Devastators, but wouldn't completely. Like if you wanted a full squad that did D6 damage, you'd still have to go for Devastators.
But yeah, it would give you another option, wouldn't it, if you wanted to go full Primaris?
Yeah.
But yeah, we shall see. I'd like to see different loadouts for the Redemptor.
That's another thing I was going to say. Like, I would be happy, as much as I would like my Primaris to be mainly infantry, if they added different weapon loadout for the tank and the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
That would placate me.
Yeah. I mean, the more I look at it, actually, the more I think that I might get a Redemptor at some point and just give it all of the Onslaught all of the Gatling cannons.
It's great anti-infantry. It's really good anti-infantry. I just don't think, it's a load of strength 5.
It's a load of heavy bolter shots, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, it's not bad for what you need it to do if you're fighting infantry.
Yeah.
But if you need anti-tank, then that isn't. Although the fist is good. But
yeah, the fist is good. But then equally, are you buying it for anti-tank purposes? Do you normally buy a Dreadnought to be your anti-tank in the army? Generally, yes, I suppose is the answer. But
well, I was thinking of getting, just for my normal Dark Angels, getting a couple of normal box Dreadnoughts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I like how they look. I like normal box Dreadnoughts. And I quite like the idea of having some, especially with the Dark Angels, because they get the chapter thing.
Of course,
some twin autocannon or twin las or even las missile launcher Dreadnoughts, just plonk them at the back and have reroll ones.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Primaris Bikers, that is a good point.
I don't think they will do Primaris Bikers. I think they will stick with things like Inceptors and...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about Primaris. I like the idea of Primaris Bikers, but as Will said, I'm not sure they'll actually do them. I want a combat unit.
I would like
I don't care what it is.
Yeah, I would like even not
a combat unit,
even not a wholly dedicated one, but just a unit that is decent in close combat.
I mean, I felt like it was Reavers for a time, but I don't think it is. I think they can be good, but the fact that all they can take is their combat swords.
I think the thing about Reavers is that essentially they've got bolters in combat. It's strength 4, 1 damage, no armor modifier. So, and they've got a lot of attacks, so they're good at, again, you're getting loads of bolter shots, but you need something. It's why I thought aggressors might be decent, because they've got amazing firepower. They do have amazing firepower.
But again, it's all bolter shots.
But it is all bolter shots, but they also have power fists. So you get,
this is true.
You do get some strength 8, D3 damage.
Yeah, this is true.
But I still don't consider them a dedicated.
They're not a melee unit, no.
No, they're not.
They're like Centurions.
Yeah, exactly. Like if they're in melee, then they can hold their own.
Yeah.
But you really want them shooting.
I agree.
So no, just something that was a bit more melee focused. But then again, like apart from Vanguard vets, Marines in general don't have anything super amazing in melee, I don't think, compared to a lot of Xenos armies.
Yeah, true.
I think they're very much middle of the road.
Sorry, one sec. My headset appears not to be charging. I think you're probably right. Assault Terminators?
Yeah, Assault Terminators and like Vanguard vets are probably...
Why aren't you charging?
I don't know. I do not know.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Might have to fix it later, but it should be okay. Yeah, Assault Terminators, Vanguard vets. Yeah, that is it really. For normal Marines, obviously some of the other, like Space Wolves and Blood Angels, have got their own stuff that is
that's true,
good. But yeah, for normal stuff, it does seem like it is something that they're missing. But then, what would you give them?
Well, no, I mean, to be honest, they're what would you give them?
Yeah, I'd quite like to see Assault Inceptors. I think, like an assault squad.
Yes, that would.
I think that could work, because they've already got the whole mortal wounds on the charge thing, which again is more of sort of a bonus rather than anything else.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, not that I've charged with them all that often, but don't think they've ever killed any.
No, you certainly can't rely on it.
No, but yeah, Assault Inceptors would be quite interesting.
Yeah, just as an idea, I think giving bikers plasma incinerators is a little bit over the top, unless they were ludicrously expensive.
I don't know. I feel like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you would. But no, that's crazy powerful.
I mean, to be fair, it's not what Black Knights have, but Black Knights do have the assault plasma.
Yes, but it's not a -4.
No, this is true. This is true. But in general, I think that from what I've read anyway, Black Knights are considered to be very, very good, but also very, very expensive.
Oh, okay.
Because you're playing, you get they're good. They've got toughness 5, 2 wounds, great movement. They can move 20 inches and still fire their guns because they're assault.
Yeah.
And then there's a stratagem to let them charge, I believe.
That seems perfectly reasonable.
And they've got good shooting. They're good in combat as well, because they've got the Chorus hammers.
Yeah.
But it's just they're still not amazing in combat, and plasma is good, but it's still only 1 damage unless you overcharge. And obviously, if you advance, then you're at -1, so you're overcharging on 1s and 2s because you're -1 to hit. It's still, they're definitely not fire and forget.
Yeah, that's true. But then I suppose on the flip side of that, you can't have every army being good at everything, can you?
No, this is true. And I suppose
Marines would just be boring.
And Marines, I guess, are meant to be the kind of can do everything moderately well. If you want like a proper close combat army, you want Marines, you go, Wolves or
Blood Angels.
Blood Angels.
I probably wouldn't. I would go Blood Angels every time out of the choice of those two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, +1 to wound.
Yeah, but wolves don't have their codex yet.
No, that's true. Okay, I'll reserve judgment. As of right now, I'd go Blood Angels every time.
Well, I imagine, especially if you're doing wanting to do pure melee, at the moment, yeah, Blood Angels are better. But I have a feeling that Thunderwolf are going to go down in points.
Yeah.
When the codex comes, and Wolfen are already pretty fantastic still.
Are they actually still good? Are they actually still good in 8th?
Yeah, from what I understand, they are still fairly potent.
I think the models are ridiculous.
Yes. But, yes, this is true.
You know, I suppose that's the thing. You can't have everything, can you? They're either going to be amazing models or they're going to be terrible rules.
Yeah, this is the thing. Where are we? Let me see if I can find.
Because I always thought Wolfen were a bit expensive, weren't they?
No, they were. I mean, they were. Well, you know how good they were in 7th.
Yeah,
and they weren't that expensive. They were 30 points base, which for toughness 4, 2 wounds, run and charge, and all the buffs they gave, they were. I mean, I thought Wolfen were broken in 7th.
Yeah, I guess I never really. I was just assumed they were relatively, because you always had hundreds of them.
Yeah. So I don't know points in 8th, but 7-inch move, 3 up weapon skill, strength 5, toughness 4, 2 wounds, 3 attacks each, 4 on the sergeant, 4+ save.
Yeah.
The frost claws are basically lightning claws, but +1 strength, -2 AP. I can't remember if normal lightning claws are -1.
Pass.
I can't remember. Great frost.
No, I think they are still -2, but it's the +1 strength.
Yep. The Great Frost Axe is one extra attack on the turn you charge, +3 strength, strength 8, -3 armor, D3 damage.
Yeah.
And then obviously Thunderhammer is a Thunderhammer, and they can take a Storm Shield. They can advance and charge in the same turn and re-roll failed charges.
Okay.
You can re-roll failed charge rolls for friendly Space Wolves, infantry, bikes, and cavalry within 6 inches.
Yep.
And you can make +1 attack for friendly infantry, biker, and cavalry within 6 inches.
That's quite cool.
And
did they have that before?
Well, they had the buff thing that they gave out. There was a D6 roll.
Oh, yes.
It's how Thunderwolves could move 24 inches.
Yes.
And then if you took them in the formation they had that came out with the the starter box, they could also advance and charge. Which I think is run and charge, yeah. Which with Thunderwolves, I think that was a game against your Imperial Fists.
Yes, I think it was.
That was a fun game.
Was it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I thought you probably did.
And then Death Frenzy. Roll a d6 each time a model in this unit loses a wound. On a 5+, that wound is not lost. If a model in this unit is slain in the fight phase, once the unit that slew him has made its attacks, you can attack with them before removing the model as a casualty, even if you've already attacked this phase.
Okay. Is that the same? Did they always have that? They could attack twice, or was it only if they hadn't attacked?
No, in 7th it was they could attack twice as well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a shame the models are fugly.
They are. It's annoying. Because they're not very customizable.
No.
As a lot of Games Workshop models aren't these days, especially the Primaris.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But I would say 2 of the models are quite nice, but the Sergeant and the other ones are just horrible.
Which is the ballet dancer?
That's the Sergeant.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
37 points each. Is that base? Okay. Or is that just with the Wolfen claws? I presume so.
To be honest, the claws don't sound bad.
Oh no, they come with Wolfen claws, which are just like +1 strength, -1 damage or something. So they're maybe they're not. I've got it closed now, but they're not as good as the Frost Claws.
Right.
Frost Claws 15 points of model.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Because they do sound relatively good.
Yeah, I would probably give a couple with.
Yeah, I'd do a mix. I wouldn't go all Thunderhammers.
No, I would go a couple. I think it's the same in 7th, to be honest. A couple with Thunderhammers out the front.
Yeah.
Then a couple with claws, maybe 1 axe. The axe seems not as good as it was in 7th because it's only D3 damage and it's just 1 extra attack on the charge.
Yeah.
Whereas in 7th,
it's still a power fist though.
This is true, but in 7th it gave you an at initiative power fist.
That's true.
If you charged.
Well, you get essentially at initiative now. Because they've gone away with it, haven't they?
True, but it was
certainly a better thing to have in 7th because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to go at strength 8 AP2.
Yeah.
At initiative in 7th was a big deal.
That was quite a big deal. I remember when you charged Alex's Wraith Guard with them. No, Wraith Lords.
The Wraith Knight.
The Wraith Knight. That was words are difficult apparently.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
It was. That was a hilarious game because that was also the game that my 3 Thunderwolves multi-charged 2 Venoms and a squad of Warp Spiders or something.
Yeah.
Just wiped them all out.
Yeah. Yeah. That was amusing.
Although I still lost the game because Eldar.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Eldar. Indeed. Was that company veterans on bikes? That is a nice idea. How does that work? How do they work out for Dark Angels? I imagine they'd probably be relatively good.
Well, that I took. You
took some normal ones, didn't you?
Yeah, not on bikes, but on bikes they'd be good. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if. Whoops.
I suppose would you be able to take them because isn't that just what Black Knights are basically?
I don't think. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think Dark Angels can take company vets on bikes. It is a cheap way to get, because I think I'm going to check this, but I think the Dark Angel ones can take heavy weapons, and they come as a min squad of 2.
Yeah,
so you buy 2 as 1 elite slot,
and
have a las cannon and essentially 2 wounds.
That seems reasonable. Wolfen a 28 point space for no weapons. No, so they're now 42 with Wolfen claws.
42 points for.
With the Wolfen claws.
With the Wolfen claws. I don't think that's too bad. They've got quite a good move. 7-inch plus D6 for the advance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're still not bad. They're on par with what Terminator points?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. Less survivable, more punchy, faster.
Well, exactly. Only having a 4-up save is a bit of a pain, but
yeah.
But they do have the 5-up feel no pain essentially, which is
that's true. That's true. That is very useful because that obviously works against mortal wounds as well.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're too bad. Kind of don't actually. No, we shouldn't be talking about this because I'm now tempted to.
You don't start to go back to your wolves.
Yeah. Do it. No, the Thunderwolves have already gone.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they have indeed.
So we could have done Dark Angels, Space Wolves, and Death Watch against Eldar.
That would be good. We need to get Alex for a game. He hasn't played in such a long time, and Arthur, to be honest.
Yeah.
It'd be good to. I miss playing against the Nids. And I miss playing against the Eldar, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I thought they're not as obnoxious in. No,
they're not.
In 8th.
Yeah, they certainly don't feel like they are anyway. It's possible that we just haven't come up against any particularly.
Yeah, only 10 points. Oh, I didn't know they could now mix and take 1 Wolf Claw with a Storm Shield.
Oh, that's quite nice.
For 1.1 and dual claws. That's actually not bad. That'd give them a 3-up invulnerable and then the 5-up.
Yeah.
On 2 wounds is.
And still a decent number of attacks.
Yeah.
a decent number of decent attacks as well.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've got 3 attacks base, so
yeah,
that's not
well, yeah,
bad.
and it's not like they've just got a chainsword.
No, exactly. They've got, rerolling wounds and -2 strength 6, -2, only 1 damage, I think I said. But yeah,
but even so, weight of numbers, that's still a ton of damage potentially.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, we definitely do need to have a game with Alex again.
Yes, we do. He can do about 5k, can't he?
I would have thought he could do 7k on his Eldar, even without the Titan.
Yeah, but I was just thinking 2,500 points of Death
Oh
Watch,
yeah,
2,500 points of Dark Angels.
Yes. I'm sure he could. I'm sure he could do 5k without too much trouble, which would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be a nice little game, I think. I say little.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice game, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. So I really need to get on with my Night Lords as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing them as well.
Yeah, I've done nothing. I've built 3 of my command squad, or rather 2 of my command squad and the Praetor.
Is that since I was there the other week?
No, I haven't done anything since then.
Okay.
So they're just still sat on the desk, not doing anything. I really need to get on with them, but I've got distracted now.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah. But we shall see. Eventually.
Yes, exactly.
And it's not like I need another 30k army at the moment.
No.
As nice as it would be.
I think you've got enough with the Death Guard
and the Word Bearers. Yeah, probably.
I can't remember what you said, but are you going to get any more Death Guard 40k wise?
Maybe.
Because I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah, I think if I do, it will be mostly Blight Lords.
Okay, I'm going to go look at them up.
The Terminators.
Okay.
Because I like the idea of a couple of Vanguard detachments full of Terminators.
Yes.
And I really like the models.
Blight Lord Terminator. Yes, they are cool. I do like them. What is that big las cannon looking gun that one of them has?
There's a Blight Launcher, which is, or one of them's got a Plague Spewer, which is the thing that the Bloat Drone's got 2 of.
Maybe that's what I'm looking at.
They're like Assault Flamer thing.
Okay, yeah, I think that might be what I'm.
It just looks a bit funky because it's ugly, obviously.
Not Mortarion.
No.
The
more I see the model, the more I like it, but I just don't think I need him. I can't see me ever running.
I mean, there's a difference between needing him and
maybe, yeah, but because I don't think I'd ever use him. I think it would be a purchase for I really want to paint something that looks cool, and that's him.
Yeah.
Rather than
that makes sense.
I need to buy something because I need it for a game. But
that does make sense.
So I'm not going to say never, but
not anytime soon.
But we shall see. 5,000 points of knights. What are knights looking like these days with the new codex?
It's a good point. I don't actually know.
Because I like the idea of the Armiger. Is it Helverins?
I don't like the look of them. That's the only thing.
No? What, the Armigers themselves or the...
No, just the one with the two, the Helverins. Their guns look a little bit too spindly.
Okay.
I don't know. Whenever I see one, I just imagine it like in a kitchen trying to pick up a mug and being unable to because it's just got two long, thin arms with no opposable digits on.
Yeah, but that's fine because the person inside it's doing the picking up of the mugs.
I know. I just
the
can't.
pilot is the one that picking up the mugs.
I just can't get it out of my head. And I know that's weird because obviously
Are they not just using like chopsticks?
Maybe that's the practice they need to. That's the training they need to do.
Or just sharpen the end of it.
This is true. I wouldn't mind getting another Knight just to paint up one of the bigger ones.
Oh, what, one of the big ones?
Well, the Castellan or the Valiant. The Games Workshop ones. I mean, obviously
not another Paladin or an Errant.
No, I mean obviously I'd like a Porphyrion, but let's not go crazy.
No.
Yet.
Not yet. Indeed.
But yeah.
Is the Gallant the melee one?
Gallant is the chainsword power fist one, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think if I was going to get another Knight, I would probably do the one with two guns.
Crusader?
The Crusader, yeah. Yeah. Just because I like the look of that. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
How Games Workshop in their page for the Crusader has got the 360 Knight is one with a fist. It's not a Crusader, is it?
Well, it's all one kit, though, isn't it? So
this is true. Helverins are an insanely low cost for damage output. Okay.
Yeah, aren't the
What are their weapons like? Are they
Predator autocannons or something, aren't they?
Are they a viable anti-tank option slot for a Primaris army?
You'd need 3 of them, though, wouldn't you? Well, you need between 1 and 3 of them.
Oh, that's not too.
No, that's a lie. You need either 1 or between 3 and 5.
I'd probably. How much? Well, is that 45 for 1? Is that 45 for 2? They're cheap.
45 points?
No, £45 for 2.
Oh.
That seems very cheap. That seems very cheap.
It does seem very cheap.
Gallant having weapon skill 2 and 5 attacks. I didn't know the Gallant had 2 at weapon skill. That's quite cool. So is it? Do you reckon it would be worth getting either Warglaves or the Helverins as a Lord of War? Because they're a Lord of War, aren't they?
Yes.
For like a pure Primaris army, just to add in.
Yeah, I like the idea of it.
Some anti-tank, either ranged
and melee. In fact,
I was going to say if I went for the armature, I'd get the melter, and the chain fist. Although I think the melter's not that great from D3 shots or something, which I don't like D3 shots because I just know I'm going to roll 1 all the time.
Yeah, but then if you don't count on them for shooting, you just count on them for anti-tank. So you're running forwards, get 3 shots off. That's great.
That's true.
If you don't, never mind. You're going to punch him in the face next turn.
This is very true.
If you know what I mean.
2d3, strength 7, AP -1, 3 damage, and they come with 2 of them. Oh, so they do have basically 2 Predator autocannons.
Yeah.
For the Helverins. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, considering what you can do with a Predator autocannon.
Yeah.
Or rather, considering what I've seen done with a Predator autocannon.
Yeah. Although I suppose, I mean, if I took a Predator, that wouldn't be pure Primaris, but how do they compare to, say, a Predator with autocannon and las cannons?
Well, presumably they're faster.
Yep.
Because they don't suffer the negatives from moving, I would imagine, being knights. Which is obviously a bonus.
Yep.
I would assume they're probably more survivable, either through more wounds or maybe an invulnerable save.
I think they've got 12 wounds. Well, the Armiger Warglaive has got 12 wounds, 14-inch move, so more maneuverable.
Yeah.
Both toughness 7.
Okay.
5 up invulnerable. The Armiger Warglaive anyway.
Yeah. You know what the biggest bonus is though?
What?
You can take 3 squads of Hellblasters with Armiger Warglaives.
This is a good point.
I mean, obviously you still can if you take multiple detachments, but you don't need an additional HQ choice.
Yeah. So the Armiger Warglaive.
So take Predators is what I'm saying, basically.
No. So that's a good point. So the Thermal Spear, the Armiger Warglaive thing, is Assault D3 with 30-inch range. So
that's not bad.
Strength 8 minus 4 D6 damage. That is pretty good because, as you said, then you can advance, and then you're losing a point to hit because obviously advancing, but that's not bad. That's not too shabby, especially if you're getting 3 of them.
Is that what happened when you advance? I thought that was only if you fall back and shoot.
If you advance, you can fire assault, but it's at -1.
Of course. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Or one with the Helverin guns for slightly less powerful anti-tank, but 3 damage is quite nice, and obviously much longer range and potentially more shots.
Yes, that's true.
I don't know, actually. I don't know which I would go for because I'd
probably run 2 and 1.
Can you mix and match like that? Do you know, or are they separate unit entries?
Well, it doesn't. If they're separate, then that's fine because you just run.
But can't you only have 1 Lord of War? I suppose I could take another Lord of War.
You just take a Lord of War detachment.
Yeah.
No, take a proper Lord of War detachment for 3 additional.
3. Yeah. I might have to pick up some. I may have to pick some up because that would add some nice anti-tank.
Yeah, it would.
To the Primaris.
And more target threats as well.
Yes, indeed.
Because at the moment, if you're running just your Primaris list,
it's like
all I'm going to shoot at with my long range stuff is the Hellblasters.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. Because I'm not fussed by your intercessors or
the Inceptors.
When the Inceptors strike, I'll probably shoot at them, but
I mean, they've got a lot of shots. Don't get me wrong, but they never really do much.
No, that's true. That's true. They don't.
But I mean, I suppose I don't know because you're playing. If you were like playing against Arthur, I think they would be brutal.
Yeah,
because obviously. Well, I mean,
yeah, I think you're right.
Still winning on 3s, but they're essentially getting rid of the save for his Hormigons.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Separate entries can be taken in units of 1 to 3. That's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
So you could take 9. So you could take 9 to 15 in a single heavy support detachment.
What do you think I'm doing? So it's a super heavy detachment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see, shall we? Armiger Warglaive, Armiger Helverin. What's Canis Rex? Is that one of the named knights? I guess so.
That's an interesting point. They don't give command points.
Oh, right. Okay. So I assume you can still take them in that detachment, but it's like the rules for the assassins where they just don't give you the command benefit of.
Yeah, but then at that point,
is it worth?
You're better off taking just a super heavy auxiliary with 3 of them in it.
Yeah.
But then you're limited to one or the other because they're separate unit entries.
Unless I took 2 super heavy auxiliary.
Unless you took 2 super heavy auxiliary detachments.
Well, the Helverin is a nice, easy 174 points.
Okay.
Because I would probably keep it with a heavy saber rather than giving it a melter gun because it's sitting back shooting stuff.
Yep.
The Warglaive, I probably would give a melter gun. So that's 177 points. That seems cheap.
Okay. That does seem cheap.
But yeah, no, that's okay. 177 points. That's really good value.
Yeah, that's crazy good value.
Guess I'm getting a few of them.
And if it's only 45 quid for 2 of them,
yeah,
that's not bad.
So yeah, strength 6, and its chain fist is melee times 2 strength minus 3 damage. So you've got 4 attacks at strength 12 minus 3 damage.
Yep.
Or you can do the sweep one, which is make 2 hit rolls for each attack.
Okay, but, so it's the equivalent of Stompy Feet.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as good. I would probably stick with the 4 attacks. Well, it depends what you're up against. If you're up against 1 wound models, then maybe not. But and yeah, the thermal spear just seems like a slightly better multi-melter.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed for 177 points.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. How many wounds did you say? 12?
It is 12 wounds, 3 up save, 5 up invulnerable, toughness 7.
14-inch move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
For 177 points, I mean, that's less than a Reaver squad. And I would probably count on that doing more than a Reaver squad.
Yes, I would say so.
Well, it's less than a 10-man intercessor squad.
Yeah, that's true. And it will definitely do more than them.
Yeah.
I would have said. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Because with that, you've got the D3 melter shots and then a melter gun as well.
Yeah.
So you can potentially do 4 melter shots.
Yep.
In a turn, which is pretty good. That certainly feels a anti-heavy tank, because obviously the Hellblasters with the plasma could take on like toughness 7 vehicles, but like for Leviathans and other knights and stuff, you really want that D6 damage.
So would you go 2 Armigers then? 2 Warglaives then?
I think I would. I prefer the look of them. You know, I like stuff that has a melee weapon in 40k.
Yeah.
It's why although I would do it for the Dark Angel, it's why I always normally prefer Dreadnoughts that at least have 1 close combat arm, because I feel like most things by the end of a game are going to get into close combat in 40k. So yeah, I'd probably go for a couple of Warglaives.
Well, in that case, isn't it? You could do that all in one.
Yeah, just 45 quid.
No, I mean all in one detachment as well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because they're the same.
That's not a bad shout.
Oh, why did I bring that up?
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
No, you're right. It is going to be fun.
I mean, to be fair, they're not functionally... I mean, they are because of the invulnerable save, but they're not functionally that much tougher than a Predator.
No, they're essentially very quick contemptors.
Yes. How much is a contemptor?
More expensive than that, I think.
I was going to say... The Contemptor Dreadnought I normally bring with the Kerries and the Power Fist that doesn't normally do much is 165. So like 10 points cheaper.
Yeah.
I think I know what I would rather have.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, because equally that frees up an elite slot for a Contemptor.
It does free up an elite slot, but there isn't really much. I mean, I might still take the Contemptors just for more target saturation, or I could take a Venerable Dreadnought and give it a Twin Las or something.
Yeah.
But again, because if I'm doing pure Primaris, not that I can't take a Dreadnought with pure Primaris, but I feel like I should take the Redemptor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If I was doing pure Primaris.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that seems like a good option. Then I would go with that.
Yeah, I'm just comparing so the Contemptor with the multi-melter is exactly 10 points cheaper than the Armiger. Contemptor is 1 strength higher.
Mm-hmm.
So in close combat, it's strength 14 rather than strength 12.
Yep.
Which will make a difference against toughness 7 vehicles.
Assuming it gets into combat.
But so, yeah. So 10 wounds rather than 12.
Yep.
Both 4 attacks, both got 3 up save and 5 up invulnerable.
Yep. It's only got an 8 on 9-inch move though, isn't it?
Yeah, also the Iron Shield is only against ranged weapons, obviously.
Ah, okay. Oh no, yeah, of course it is, yeah.
But yeah, move is 9-inch compared to the 14-inch.
Yeah.
And it starts off with a 2-up to hit in melee and
yeah.
So it goes 2, 3, 4, whereas the Armiger goes 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
But essentially they're exactly the same apart from that, I think.
I'd take the Armiger.
Yeah, you get slightly worse melee against toughness 7 vehicles.
Yeah.
But instead of a heavy 1 strength 8 minus 4 d6, you potentially get 4 strength 8 minus 4 d6.
Yeah, exactly.
If you make them House Terran, then they also if you take them as a separate Lord of War detachment, do you get to choose a house for them?
Yeah, it's the same as taking a Space Marine Spearhead detachment in your Imperial Guard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What does House Terran do, sorry? 2d6 for advance, pick the highest of 3d6.
And also pay 1 command point at the start to give 1 a Warlord trait, and you can give 1 Landstrider, so all knights in 6 inches have +2 to advance and charge range. So it's 3d6, pick the 2 highest, +2 inches for charge.
Yeah.
And you can give them Pack Hunters buffs, 12-inch buff zone, reroll failed charges. You guys are amazing. That's
who invited this guy?
177 times 3. 530 points essentially for a nice little hunter pack of.
Is that just the 2 of them, or is there 3?
That's for 3. 530.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
It's not bad. And unfortunately, that brings you up to about 2,500.
Let me. Sorry,
your other one was the other one was 2,040 or something, wasn't it?
It was 2,400, but that was with.
400. Good. Oh yeah.
Let me. Sorry, my head's looking down a lot this stream.
Right. I'm looking down the whole thing. Maybach, yeah, absolutely, definitely. But it's fine because every so often you need something like that. Because I tend to play crap, fluffy lists.
Well, I think I don't think it's that unfluffy, I guess, because Primaris presumably would have knight support. Don't see why they.
Primaris probably would, but would Dark Angels? That's the question.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, because nobody likes them.
Oh, actually, I'm going to Google Dark Angels Knight Household. See if there was any that fought with them in the Heresy.
Good plan. There's bound to be some.
House Orlac. The Knights of the Manticore. Oh, they look fairly cool as well. They're like a bluey black color scheme.
Yeah.
Not
House Terran though, are they?
This is true. This is very true.
Oh, edge highlighting takes forever.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I may have a look into that.
I suppose if they're not one of the houses that's in the Codex, there's no reason why you can't just say they're.
I mean,
an offshoot of House Terran or something, is there?
I hate looking at Imperial Knights. They all look so because there's so many well painted ones on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It always makes me depressed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I generally dislike looking at other people's painted stuff anyway because it always makes me sad.
House Tyrannus have a household rule of ignore wounds on a 6. That's not too bad, actually. 6 up, feel no pain. What are the other ones? I think I would prefer to have the extra charge range.
Definitely.
Isn't there one that where you like the one of the like Eandon where you double before you drop down? You need to lose double the amount of wounds or whatever it is. That could be quite useful on a knight.
Yeah, you count as being
you count as being damage, twice. You count as being twice as high, so you essentially need to lose a lot more wounds before you.
That's not very nice.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to save you from getting charged.
To be honest, mate, I'd prefer to get charged than spend 6 turns trying to destroy one knight because it's still charging me.
This is
because I can't get it down to.
This is true.
Low enough to stop it.
This is true. I didn't think of that. I apologize.
It's all right.
But not really.
No, I didn't think so, really.
Morton is +1 to hit if charged, or glorious intervention. It's not too shabby. I think it's better to be able to reliably get into combat than to have a bonus when you're in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawk Shroud models with his household tradition double the number of wounds. I think, to be honest, I would probably make them Terran just for that 3d6 to charge and pick the highest 2.
What are the other ones?
Tyrannus.
There's at least one more, I think, isn't
there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I thought they were like 9.
I assumed there were 6, but household tradition, performing heroic event. That's pretty rubbish. Well, it's not rubbish, but niche.
I've got a full squad of Deathwatch that can heroically intervene.
I think some stuff in. Oh well, no, I've got a champion that can do it. Yay! Oh, also, I know we're kind of. Ooh, models with this house. Bad. That is very useful. Because going down to a 4 up to hit is a bit of a pain.
Yes. And because you're using them melter guns, that is very useful.
Yeah.
And you could probably more easily get away with it being Raven if you paint them in the colours of that, whatever it was called, because they're likely to be a similar dark colour anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
In turn which it advances, all of its heavy weapons are treated as assault. Okay.
That won't actually, because the melters are all assault, so that wouldn't impact the armature at all. But that's a very nice one actually. I think that's probably better than the 3d6 charge. To be honest with you,
for what you want them for, yeah. If you wanted them to be a charge unit specifically,
but no, I want them to be shooting their melter, but also moving forward.
Yes. Can reroll failed hit rolls against. All right, yeah, we haven't got any. There's a Wraith Knight. I think that's the only Titanic thing we've got, isn't it?
A Wraith Knight's Titanic? I don't know if they are.
No, sorry, I meant the Dreadnought. Well, no, not the Dreadnought. His Titan thing is what I meant.
Oh, right.
We've obviously never seen it actually in play.
No, we have not.
No. But I was going to. Now what? Yes, I'm not sure which one I would go with. To be honest,
I think
the advance and shoot one seems like the best one.
Yeah, I think for what I'm intending them for, that does seem better.
Yeah, I would agree.
So let's see.
Still a bit cheesy.
Master and Gravis Armor, Primaris Librarian, 3 Intercessor squads, 10-man Sergeant and Auxiliary Grenade Launcher, 3 10-man Hellblaster squads with Plasma, and 3 Armature Warglaves, 2,300. So 200 points for
more Hellblasters.
I don't have any more Hellblasters.
Oh, is that including 30 Hellblasters? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Yes.
You're ridiculous.
Okay, 3 plasma inceptors.
Oh, that's much more reasonable.
2,488.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems a little bit low on boots on the ground.
It does.
It's only 65, 68 models.
That's the same number as me. But you put 3 knights.
3 mini knights. They're only babies. They're only babies.
They're still toughness high.
Yeah, but I've only got 30 Hellblasters.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be my 2,500 point army.
Cool. Look forward to it.
Oh dear.
When are you going to get the knights? So we can have a game.
I don't know. I'd have to get... Well, unless there's any single ones going on eBay for cheap.
There probably are from the... Was it Forgebane?
Yeah. That's what they're called. They're called armatures, aren't they?
Yes.
Armature. Oh, okay. There's a box, unopened box going for 40 quid on eBay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for about 20 quid.
Okay, that's sort of what I'd expect.
So I could get 3 for 30, 40, 50. About 58 quid.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Which isn't too bad. Personal opinions, I think 3 standout ones: Terran, Morton, and Raven. So Raven was the advance and fire assault weapons. Terran is the 3d6 charge. What was the Morton one? Was Morton the one +1 to hit if charged glow screen?
Oh yeah.
I would probably go for Raven. I say would. I will probably go for Raven because I think I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Craig, good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. We're basically just waffling on about random crap. The first 10 minutes was just me on my own, rambling on about random crap.
And now I'm here.
And now Will's here, and we're doing more, which is just as good. It's not been specific. The next one we do, which is going to be probably in a fortnight's time, will be continuing on with the Legion overviews. So we'll be looking at the World Eaters then.
Yeah.
But it's just been sort of a general 40k chat really tonight, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to... Oh, wow, they look nice.
Because obviously, if James is unavailable every other week, I'm happy to do a...
I was going to say, I'm
40k one.
Yeah, I'm happy to do I mean, I might not be able to do it every week, but I'm happy to do the 40k one.
Yeah.
Alternating, as and when we have the time to.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we'll see how we go with that one, because I'm happy to. Well, obviously, I've just mostly been looking down at what I'm painting, which is very rude of me. I do apologise.
That's why.
Dan, hello as well.
I need to get another webcam.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, while we're here, while we're talking, and I know this may be news to the chat, and we haven't discussed it, but we should get the Discord.
Yes, indeed. We're going to get a West Parts Gaming Discord set up.
I mean, we will talk about it and just discuss what we're going. But my idea for it is to have like sections for like army, so we can have individual rooms for people to talk about orcs or space marines or Horus Heresy, or anything like that, and maybe a room for people to post pictures. Or
wow, you're expecting a lot of users.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think that is a good way of doing it.
I think will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Discord.
Cool.
It's very useful. So
yeah. All right, awesome. That sounds like a plan.
So,
we'll obviously talk about it when we've got it set up, and we'll put links to it everywhere when we've got it arranged. But just to give people a bit of a heads up, that we will be doing that at some point. Equally, or in addition, we've been streaming some Inquisitor Martyr.
We have indeed
on Will's Twitch channel.
We have
I'm going to shamelessly plug for him now.
Yay!
Obviously, those of you who follow us on here will know that Will is the Six Machine. Obviously. So Twitch, he is the Six Machine on Twitch as well. So don't forget to pop over and give him a follow and all that sort of whatever the Twitch terminology is. I don't know.
It is follow, I think.
Oh, is it? I got that right.
Hooray! Think it's follow.
I'm not as much of a Luddite as I feared I was.
Yeah, but no. Actually, the plan for that when we're not doing these streams on Wednesday, if you feel the need for more Games Workshop related content, is to do like basically Games Workshop games on Wednesday. So either Inquisitor Martyr or Battlefleet Gothic or Space Hulk or whatever. So
awesome.
There will
Sounds
be
good to me.
There will be Games Workshop content, even if we're not streaming.
Well, even if we're not streaming on here.
Even if we're not streaming on here, we might be streaming over there. Yeah.
Yes. I'm on there every so often, but most of the time it's just Will. He's got a great little community set up at the moment. I think we've probably got a couple of his.
There are probably some here now.
His what are your followers going to be called? Like you've obviously got like.
I don't know.
Someone they are for Justin Bieber.
Someone suggested machines, but I don't really like. I mean, I don't dislike it, but
so it makes them sound like bots.
Exactly. Yeah, which I don't want. So I don't know.
Okay. But I think we've got a couple of whatever they're going to be called in here anyway.
See, I was going to call them Sixes, but that's the name of the baddies from Ready Player One, and I feel like
it's better than machines.
It is better than machines. I could call them Sixes, but then but then in Ready Player One, I don't know if have you seen that?
No.
It's a very good film. They're basically like mindless, like employees of a big faceless corporation. So
right, okay. No, it doesn't work either.
No, I don't have a catchy name that is easily transferred into a name of followers.
No. Like all right, we'll have to come up with something. But I think there's at least one watching us now.
There probably is.
Hello, you know who you are.
You do know who you are.
And I know who you are as well.
We all know who you are. She's probably not.
Well, you never know. But yes, it's always good fun over there on his streams.
It is,
and until I'm there as well, and then it just goes sort of downhill a bit, and then it's a bit rubbish. But...
No, I feel like some of the best streams have been the ones like Ghost Recon is always hilarious.
Oh, what with Alex?
Yeah,
that was very funny.
I mean, it's good when we go around as well. Yeah. But that one stream with Alex was absolutely hilarious.
Well, it was the first time he'd played it, wasn't it?
It was, and that was fun. But no, I said to you the other week, didn't I? There's a new Space Hulk game coming out, so we'll have to.
There is, yeah.
We'll have to have a look at that.
There's also a new Division next year.
I did know that. I still haven't played the first one.
Amazing. Yeah, the first Division's great, but this one looks better. Set in Washington during the summer instead of New York in the winter.
Oh.
Which will make it significantly better looking. And it looks very good from the little gameplay bits that I've seen of it so far.
Excellent.
So I think we should do that. Far Cry, not Far Cry. Well, we've got Far Cry at the moment,
Far Cry.
which we're doing equally as terribly in that as we are in Ghost Recon.
We're
so
good.
bad. We try and be tactical all the time, but we're just rubbish at it.
Yeah.
Although, actually, having said that, you and I were doing all right in that Ghost Recon last time.
Yeah.
We were starting to get a little bit better.
We definitely got better.
Yeah, but we're not the most tactical of people.
No, not so much. No, not so much.
But it's fun nonetheless. What else have we been playing? Oh, the new Fallout will be great. When that comes in. I think
I will.
76.
I will definitely be getting that. Although, as I said, I've never completed any of the Fallout games, so maybe I should actually just play them and.
Well, I've owned Fallout 4. I think I bought it on pre-order. No, that's a lie. I didn't. But I've had Fallout 4 for ages, and I've attempted to play through it like 2 or 3 times, but I've never finished it. And that was the first Fallout that I played. Actually, was Fallout 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But 76 looks cool because it's multiplayer, which is one of the things that I really thought Fallout would do well with. But it's interesting because it's from what I was reading, there's no NPC humans.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so like in Fallout 4, for example, you've got raiders that will come and attack your settlements and things.
Yeah.
Whereas in Fallout 76, it seems like that's going to be that's going to be only other players that come and do that.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
But the whole point, or that you can get like nuclear launch codes,
obviously,
and launch nukes at other people's bases.
That's kind of cool.
Quite fun. But their bases are only available to be attacked when they're actually logged in.
Right, that's good, because that would be really annoying to log in and be like, "Oh,
yes, my entire base has been nuked.
My base has been destroyed."
Yeah, yeah, that's quite a good thing. But that could be good fun.
I just found a guy on eBay that's selling really nicely, like marble effect painted knights.
Oh yeah,
I really want to buy all of them.
For how much?
2 Armiger Warglaves for 95 quid.
That doesn't seem too bad.
And he's got 3 lots of them, so I could buy 6 Armiger Warglaves for under 300 quid. And they're really nicely painted.
Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad.
And he's also got 3 Knights Valiant, a Crusader, a Warden, an Errant, and a Paladin. I mean, I could
painted all in that same scheme.
Yeah, it's really good. The only problem is that they're obviously Chaos. They've got some Chaos stuff on them. But I guess that works for Dark Angels. But they're really, really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, but I actually really enjoyed painting my knight when I had it.
I enjoyed painting my knights.
Really fun model to paint.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to just save the pictures of these and try and... Not that I think I would be any good at all at doing a marble effect, but...
You never know until you try.
This is true. But they're a really nice sort of like Dark Angel green with gold trim, which is kind of like the color that my Primaris are. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like they would fit really nicely.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to buy them because I can't afford 300 quid.
Well, no, but you could probably afford 95.
I could. This is true. Mega combo is Knight Gallant, House Terran, Warlord Trait, Landstrider. Move 12, advance highest of 2d6 plus 2. Full tilt for 2 command points to allow it to charge on alternate advances. Then charge highest of 2d6 plus 2 of 3d6. I like it.
Sounds horrible.
I like it. I like it very much.
Yeah, I bet you do. I think I've done too many highlights on this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you ever do too many highlights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. This is true.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be all right. I'm just doing the brighter of the 2 highlights now that I'm just doing on sort of the most raised edges.
Okay,
I think I've picked too many most raised edges.
It's always the way.
Yeah. So he's just a bit too bright. But because I struggle with edge highlighting quite a lot.
I'm just Googling the most expensive 40k stuff on eBay, just because I feel
For any particular reason? No.
Just felt like it. There's a Mad Max themed orc army which looks amazing. That's a pretty cool Legion of the Damned army, although I'm pretty sure Legion of the Damned don't have tanks.
They don't at the moment.
I suppose they could do.
I had heard rumblings that there's going to be a Legion of the Damned Codex.
Oh, really?
Apparently. I can't remember where I heard that. I might have just made it up completely, which wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But I had heard somewhere.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not really that interested in Legion of the Damned, to be honest with you, but it might be kind of cool.
A full army of storm shields, essentially.
Yeah, I just don't. I like the model of their sergeant, the limited edition.
Oh, with the skull.
Yeah, I loved that model. Never had it, but always wanted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really. I don't know. I find them quite dull.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Their models are quite cool. Some of the models are quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're nothing super exciting.
No, they've never really leapt out at me as a. Oh, they've got really interesting. Well, I mean, they might have a really interesting backstory. I've not really looked into it all that much, but that's because I'm not overly interested by them.
Had my first Heresy event at the weekend. It was incredible. How did it go? Were you playing, or were you just there to?
Was that the tabletop banter one in Derby?
I quite like the.
Hi, Sullivan.
Hello. I quite like the Avenger cannon relic. That I think it has more shots, and then on a roll of 6 to hit, you do 2 hits instead of 1.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. Seems fairly good. Seems fairly good. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to get those armigers.
What, to paint yourself or from the guy on eBay?
Oh no, to paint myself.
Yeah.
There's no point in. I mean, although I could afford it, there's no point in spending 95 quid on 2 when I could get 3 for 60 quid.
Yeah, exactly. Or 4 for 90 quid.
Or for not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'll enjoy painting them anyway.
Yeah.
I may not be able to paint them quite as well as he has, but.
Breeches and box dreads. Yes, on the art with the iron hands. I bet that looks awesome.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. I'll have to organise a trip up to Warhammer World at some point, and I have to give you a game. And Will can come too if he wants, I suppose.
Yay! I'm looking at other armies in 40k now. This is.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
This is not good. I don't know. Astra Militarum? No, that's a terrible idea.
Well, funnily enough, I was thinking Astra Militarum.
Really? I did think, because I was thinking about what you were going, because obviously you didn't tell me. I thought it might be Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
I thought it's either going to be that, or it's going to be something like Blood Angels.
Okay.
Those were the 2 in my head. I did briefly think maybe Orcs, but then I thought no, wouldn't do that. Well, you might, but yeah, I did think Astra Militarum actually.
Yeah.
I actually did think something like I know they're not really. The only reason I didn't think you were going to do it is because they're not really a fully fledged army. But I thought like something like the Adeptus Ministrorum with like just loads of Imperium stuff.
Yeah.
And just like a hodgepodge army of whatever, like, you know, assassins and some stuff like that.
We saw how good your assassins were the other day, didn't we?
The Calidus was good.
It was only good because it made me spend 1 million command points.
This is true. The Calidus.
Sorry, Craig came away with best theme. Yeah, I'll bet you did. That's an awesome idea, that Breaches and Dreadnoughts list. I love it. The Vindicare was pants.
The Vindicare was rubbish. Didn't do anything really.
But Calidus was pants in combat.
Calidus didn't do much in combat, although I think no, it didn't even kill you. It got killed by an explosion.
Yes.
Calidus didn't do much in combat. The Eversur took out some cultists after getting shot to death. Well, not shot to death, but
he lost like 4 wounds to cultists or something, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely didn't make his points back.
No.
And then the Calexis was freaking awful. The Calexis is such a bad assassin. Like I was up against
Typhus.
I mean, to be fair, Typhus is a beefy character. Maybe it would have done more against just a bog standard librarian, but he's got no bonus to fighting a psycho in combat, unless I missed something. But he ignores armor saves for everyone, so that ignoring armor saves is good. But there's no bonus to hit or to wound or anything like that against psychers, which I found really weird.
Specialize at fighting psychers. Don't get any bonuses to fighting psychers. Okay.
Yeah. And the gun, which used to be like you added an extra shot for every level of psychic power for psychers within 18 inches. So you could have like 6 or 7 or 8 shots. It's been nerfed so much.
Yeah.
It was really, really rubbish. I was really disappointed. And as Matt said, the only reason the Calidus was amazing was because we started with something like 50 odd command
I had 42 command points.
So her ability to make you potentially spend more command points.
Yeah. And obviously the fact that we were playing sort of narrative so that it didn't matter. So I could use the same stratagem loads and loads of times in a turn.
Yeah, so loads of stratagems were being used.
Yeah.
I think in a normal size game with regular rules, she wouldn't be anywhere near as effective.
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Maybe she'd be more effective. Well, no, she wouldn't be more effective, but I reckon maybe she would be as effective.
Have a bigger effect. Yeah, I think she is probably the one assassin you can probably count on making her points back, even if it is just making your enemy use a few extra command points.
Yeah. I agree.
Because in theory, she's not bad in combat. She can ignore invulnerable saves. It's just I think you had the thing that I think saved you was that you had feel no pain on them for a couple of rounds.
Yes, that's true.
Against Terminators and stuff, I feel like she may be.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I charged her with the right unit.
Definitely. What's the odd stream covered so far? I'm getting some Armiger Warglaives.
Okay, hello. I'm painting Deathwatch.
I think that's about it.
We've spent a lot of time talking about 40k and Primaris Marines and Knights and various other things along those lines. It's basically been quite a random stream this evening.
It's just been a bit of a
very, very 40k focused as opposed to the usual mixture of things. We did chat a bit about Age of Sigmar, but not massively. But yeah, nothing in particular. Just a lot of general stuff.
Yeah. You know what I just noticed?
No. What did you just notice?
Did you ever see that film called Escape Plan with Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes.
Did you know there is a sequel?
Is there?
With Stallone and Batista.
Oh, awesome.
And 50 Cent.
Less awesome.
Yeah.
But okay.
So I'm going to watch that tonight.
Excellent. Oh, have you seen the trailer? Speaking of films, have you seen the trailer for Creed 2?
No, I did hear there was one, but I haven't seen it yet.
Drago's back.
As in, actually...
No.
Oh.
Not Dolph.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Drago's son.
Ah, okay. That kind of makes sense.
And he is a beast.
Really?
Yeah. You thought Dolph Lundgren was big. This guy is enormous.
Pardon me. Nice.
Well, having said that, I've not actually seen Creed, but
I've never seen Creed actually.
No.
I saw Rocky. I saw the what was it? Was it just called Rocky?
Balboa.
Balboa, yeah. I saw that, but that's the last Rocky film I've seen.
Yeah.
There is a really, really nice looking Age of Sigmar model, and I cannot find it. Soul Wars. Oh, is it part of the main set? But I thought everything was being released separately.
Yeah, maybe eventually.
That's a good point. Where are we?
Cake's focusing on 40k heavily, and then decides they'll be starting to Blood Bowl team. Nice. Yeah,
cool.
We've obviously focused a lot on Heresy, and I've just started another 40k army, so that's why I'm painting them now. I feel like it was a mistake, but
it wasn't.
Well, no, it wasn't. But I feel, I've got so many grey models now of various different types. I've got hundreds of 30k stuff that I haven't painted, loads of Age of Sigmar that I haven't painted, and now tons of 40k that I haven't painted.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it just feels like I should have finished everything else first.
Lord Executioner, no. Guardian of Souls, no. So I'm trying to find the rules for this model. There we go, the Knight of Shrouds. 4 attacks, 3 to hit, 3 to wound.
What is it you're doing 40k wise, Cake? I feel like I know, but I just can't remember. Oh, it's the bugs. Tyranids. Love me some Tyranids. I just haven't got the patience to paint them all.
It's why if I was going to do Tyranids, I found a really good guide once to do them as just like pure black with like slime. So like like Alien. And they looked really good. And it was really easy to do. You just had like some PVA glue, like watered down PVA glue, like that made it like translucent.
Yep. Sorry, and 20 Gene Stealers charging and one of the Nurgle mortar tanks, doing no wounds. That is insane.
That's crazy.
I feel for you. That's bad.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah. Sorry, Will, I really interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I was pretty much finished. I was just going to say it looks cool.
Yeah, that does sound like a pretty cool scheme. Although I worry that maybe a whole army like that might be a bit.
I'm gonna very rudely link to another YouTube channel in our chat.
Outrageous! What are you doing?
I know, right? Oops! Remove any web addresses. Can you not post a web? What? This is
no, you can't. Yeah, you can't post links in.
This is my it's our goddamn stream. How rude!
What were you trying to post?
It's just a video of this very talented painter. And she did this 40k themed Tyranid army, alien themed Tyranid army.
Wait, you can put her name in the channel, can't you?
I think it's a lady. Oh no, it's a guy.
You can put his name in the channel, and people can go to see it.
I'm pretty sure I saw a female painter doing one, but anyway. All right, so I don't know how many videos this person's got up. Let me see if I can find it. It's quite an old video by the looks of it, so
just make sure if you do put a link to a channel, it's a not necessarily PG channel, but it's not a.
No, it's literally just a painting guide channel.
Yeah, cool.
But I'm gonna put the so the person that's the name of the channel, and if you just search for.
You got somebody with the channel name of Marnius Calgar was a girl.
No. That's the name of the Hive Fleet. If you Google Hive Fleet Ichabus on YouTube,
you to say
it's the first thing that comes up, and I think it looks very, very cool. Personally,
I will have a look once we're done. In fact, I might have a look now.
These aren't the ones that look completely alienish because they're not quite complete black, but in a way I think it looks better because there's a bit more variation to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really like it.
Oh yeah, they're very cool. Yeah, very nasty looking.
Yes, indeed. Is Arthur in the chat?
I don't think so.
Arthur, get on it.
If he is, he hasn't said anything.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock, by the way.
Is it?
Didn't know if you
flip an egg.
Needed to get off.
No, I wasn't in any particular rush, but I mean, obviously, if you do, then that is fine, and we will call it.
I can't stay too much longer, I don't think, but
Okay.
got another 5 minutes anyway, so
yeah, that's fine.
I suppose we can open it to any questions if anyone wants us to spend 5 minutes answering something.
Assuming we can.
Assuming we can. I mean,
we'll try.
We probably won't be able to, but
that depends entirely on what the question is, of course.
This is true. This is very true.
If it's more questions about nipples and noses, we can probably just about answer those.
What would win in a fight? 600 orc-sized guardsmen, or 28 stomper-sized Gretchen?
600 orc-sized guardsmen.
Yeah.
Or 28 stomper-sized Gretchen.
Yeah.
What are they armed with?
The Gretchen have got nothing. They've just got some loincloth. The guardsmen have all got a chainsword.
Well, given that everyone can wound things on sixes and each of the guardsmen gets 2 attacks, they're probably the guardsmen eventually, because I don't think stompers are actually that great these days.
No, but they're Gretchen. They're just stomper sized.
Oh yeah, of course. No, yeah. So the guardsmen, obviously.
Okay, what about 10? What about 1 stomper sized Gretchen?
Okay.
One.
Just out of interest, why is the Gretchen so big?
I don't know. 1 stomper sized Gretchen, or 10 Gretchen sized stompers with all the appropriate weaponry that a stomper would have.
Well, the stompers.
But they're really small.
Yeah, but it's still just a Gretchen that's big.
This is true.
It doesn't matter how big you make the Gretchen, it's still terrible.
This is true. Okay, that's fair. Oh dear.
Have you been smoking something funny this evening?
Nope.
It's coming up with crazy questions.
Yes. Would you rather drink recaf and fix bayonets, or do kinky chaos god things?
Who knows what?
I was going to say that depends. What Slanesh kinky chaos god things, or it depends what planet we're on. Like, am I fixing bayonets on Armageddon, or is it a slightly less scary war zone? Not that any war zone is nice in 40k.
Who am I drinking recaf with?
That's a good point.
If I'm drinking recaf
with
the ghosts,
yes, then I would
do that.
Yeah. Cadia, at the fall of Cadia.
Chaos stuff.
Yeah, chaos stuff. Snog, Marry, Avoid, Mortarion, Lucius, or Typhus?
That is a question and a half.
To be fair, I would probably avoid Lucius because he's just crazy.
Yeah, but he's Slaneshi, so he's bound to be interesting, bound to be good for certain things.
I don't know. I'd probably marry Mortarion. He seems like a nice guy.
Okay.
And then Snog Typhus, because that's just a quick thing. You can get that over and done with.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that.
I feel like if you marry Mortarion, then your stepdad is basically Nurgle, and he's like a really nice guy.
That's true. You'd always be happy.
You'd always be happy.
That is a good point. I hadn't considered that.
It'd kind of be awkward, like at family get-togethers, though, because presumably Typhus would be there, because he's obviously.
No, they don't get on.
Oh, they don't get on, do they? Yeah, so you could just snog Typhus and then tell him to get out.
Exactly.
You know?
I am Cake. I think he probably would. I think that's one of the perks of being Slaneshi.
Yeah, but isn't his face like all ripped up?
Yeah. What's the problem? Oh, I know. It's just also, scarred.
How do you know? Because obviously, if you kill Lucius, you get absorbed into his armor. Who knows what's going to happen when you kiss him?
This is a good point. This is a good point. It's only if you. It was only if you take pride in killing him that you get absorbed into his armor.
What if you take pride in kissing him? Then what happens?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Are there any sorry, keep asking questions, but is there any good 40k books coming out that anyone knows of? There's a new Dark Angel Primaris book coming out, which I may get. But
you did ask for good books there.
I'm done. I'm going. I'm out. I quit. I quit West Barks Gaming. £1 million, but if you ever misplace something, bam, gone forever. Oh no, because I would. How long do you have? Like, as in, sometimes I say I can't find my glasses, but then like a second later, I'm like, oh no, they're on my face. Is there like a time limit, or is it, as soon as you have the thought, is that it gone? Because then I would be worried. Like if I was in a shop with my mum, I'd be like, "Where's mum? Oh shit," you know. Instantly, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take the cash then. I would not take the cash because my first go-to thought whenever I can't find something is where it's like, oh, I've lost it, even if it's right in front of me. So everything would just be disappearing in front of me.
Is the £1 million a one-off, or do you get it every time you forget something?
I would get the £1 million, put it down somewhere, and be like, "Where's that? Oh shit!"
That would be very entertaining.
Yeah, I just want £1 million. Where is it? Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah, I forgot where I put that. Damn it!
Yeah, no, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
You'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed on.
Well, you know what I'm like when it comes to getting my army out of cases.
Yeah, I do.
Where's my intercessors gone? Oh no, they're all gone now. Where's my
they're all on the table? Oh no, what's it?
I would lose my army by the time I'd got it unpacked.
Yeah, that's true. So actually that's an interesting question. So is it whenever you ask or whenever you think the where is X question? Because that would mean you could never find out where something was. You could never go somewhere else without already knowing where it was.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Where's Alex? Oh no.
Exactly. We would lose all of our friends.
Why hasn't Will turned up for this game yet? Where is he? Oh, he's gone forever.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'd take £1 million.
Where is Waldo Wally? Yeah, exactly. He's in the warp now. Oh, they should totally do a Where's Wally of 40k.
Sullivan, yes, I am very warm.
It's actually quite cool here in Oxford.
It's been really weird here in Milton Keynes. Actually, it's been relatively overcast and a bit sort of drizzly today, but the late afternoon into the evening has definitely warmed up quite a lot. It's quite muggy, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a little. I was thinking of going and closing my window because it's getting a little bit chilly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
thinking about going and opening another one.
That's weird. I mean, I suppose it is far enough apart for it not to be weird, actually. But
how can two different places in the UK be different temperatures?
Are we?
Where's Maidstone? Oh, it's gone.
Are we? Was it not this weekend, but next weekend that you were free?
I'm free this weekend, actually. I
think I'm seeing my girlfriend this weekend.
Okay.
Because she's been on holiday, so I So
next weekend,
if you're about 30th.
Yes, possibility. I'm helping my brother move on the 1st.
Oh, no one cares about your brother.
I know.
I mean, actually, I do because I quite like your brother. But
well, that makes one of us. So yeah, I might be helping him move, but he's not asked me about it yet. My dad just mentioned it to me the other day.
Okay.
So that may happen, but otherwise, I am free. So I'm free on the Saturday.
Cool. Well, if you are free, I'm happy to bring over some Primaris and do.
Yeah, definitely.
Do a game, even if we are aware that we need to record a few more videos and get some content up because it has been a little while since we had something up. But we're very particular on the fact that we very much like having painted armies when we record stuff. So we do play games every now and then, just that we don't record because we don't have all of our painted stuff.
Yeah.
But for recording stuff for you guys, we very much like to have everything painted. So maybe if we just do a smaller game just to get something recorded.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on have we done Iron Warriors 30k guide or overview? We did, yes. What I'll probably do is put the overviews together in a playlist.
Yes,
we've done. We went through the Legion book from the beginning. So we started with Emperor's Children. The second one would have been Iron Warriors. So it'd be one of our 3 dudes, 1 streams. But I'll probably try and put them in a playlist.
Yeah, that's a good idea because then you can find them nice and easily. And Zone Mortalis, we don't have a.
Well, you say that.
Oh.
I'm going to be speaking to Jody about getting some Zone Mortalis stuff. And so hopefully we'll be able to do some Zone Mortalis soon.
If I model my armor just as like crouch down, can they come in Zone Mortalis?
So they're just small enough to fit through the gaps?
Yeah.
No, they can't.
Okay.
I'm afraid. Not today.
Fair enough.
Or tomorrow.
Or
the day after. But I like the ambition.
Thank you.
We don't have Necromunda tiles. But where is Jody? You're right, Cake. We've just lost him.
Oh.
So I'm not going to be able to ask him. This is annoying. There's a lot more to this than I first thought.
Yeah, is this worth £1 million?
No, probably not. Because I was going to say initially, like, where are my keys? Oh, I don't know, but I can buy a new car. Where are my glasses? Oh, I don't know, I can buy some new glasses. But then, because it's now everything. No, I don't think it is worth.
Where did I put that sandwich? No more sandwich.
There, you buy a new one.
Where did I put my £1 million? No more money.
Well, only you would do that.
This is true. You guys played Dark Heresy RPG. We have. No, we haven't played Dark Heresy, have we?
No, we have played only War and Deathwatch. I do have Dark Heresy.
You know what? Because we talked about doing this a while ago, and we never got around to it because I didn't think we could figure out the logistics. But we've clearly proven that we can do a stream with the webcams up and it filtering between us nicely. So I don't see any reason why we couldn't do a live stream roleplay.
Yes, Will, that is exactly what I wanted you to say.
I see no reason why we couldn't.
Thank you, Sullivan. I'll send you that money a little bit later on.
Where is the money?
Oh yeah, I don't know actually. Where it's sorry, no money for you because I can't remember where I put it, so it's gone now.
Actually, no, that's a very good point. Where's Donald Trump? Problem solved. But no, I really think we should do that because I think the thing that was holding us back for was we were like, how are we going to get everything set up so that we can all see each other and everyone can see us and like. Yeah. But
agreed.
Well, if you want, if we have a chat with Alex and Arthur and James as well, if you want.
I think what we do is we say we're doing one.
Yeah.
And they can join it if they want to.
Okay. Do you reckon James would be up?
Somebody would definitely be in. If not James, I imagine Rich or Jamie would be if they're available as well.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be so overly surprised if Arthur was interested, to be honest. And then depending what we maybe is worth doing is doing like a one shot
Yeah, you can just
see how it goes.
If you want, I can write a story that is just self-contained in one.
Yes, well, yes. I'm so glad somebody brought this up.
I will. I'll write just
Been wanting to do this for ages.
I'll just write an adventure that we can finish in one. Like no overarching story. It will just be a one and done. So I'll get started on that.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Deathwatch or Only War?
I would prefer Deathwatch.
Okay.
And I think Alex will be more likely to go for it if it's Deathwatch.
Yes, I think he would be too.
Do
you remember the very first time we played Deathwatch? There is a new 40k one coming soon. Wrath and Glory. I saw a playthrough of it, and it looks quite good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it does look quite good. Do you remember our first one where one of us, who was it? I think I was running it. I can't remember. And either you or Alex like poked your head up into the loft of a building. There was like three gene stealers up there or something.
I do remember.
You both died like 3 times in the the one encounter.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that.
Let's tone it down a little bit after that.
Yes. Well, I've still got the Deathwatch or Only War book. I don't remember which one I've got. I might have both.
I think I bought one and gave one to you, didn't I?
I've definitely got either Only War or Deathwatch. I've definitely got one of them, and I think it's Deathwatch, but
I think it's Deathwatch as well. I'll have a look downstairs. I know I've got the Chaos one downstairs.
Okay, well I can do one for Deathwatch. And thank you for stopping by, Cake.
Cheers, Cake. Thank you very much, mate.
We're gonna probably end the stream soon anyway, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. I'll tell you. Well, I will think up of a story.
Yep.
But for the last 2 minutes.
What level do you want to start at?
Well, if it's just a one and done, I'm guessing we can start at sort of a medium level so that it's not completely boring. So you can actually trick out your characters a bit.
Okay.
Because if it's not going to go on anywhere, if it is just going to be finished, and then we'll start completely new characters.
Yep.
For a longer campaign, we may as well just have some fun with it and make ourselves decently powerful.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
So I will. I'll write a story, and I'll see. I can't remember what baddies were in the rulebook, but I think there's a lot more that I can find online as well that have been released. So I will. I'll get something done.
All right, cool. Yeah, I need to. If we work out what level to be, I'll create a character.
It's never turned us against each other, but it got very close when I was running the campaign, and Matt, your brother, blew all of the guardsmen off the top of the tower.
Oh man, that was amazing! Yeah,
we
were playing the Deathwatch campaign on we on Armageddon.
Yes,
somewhere
it was.
like
it
that.
It
I think
was
it was Armageddon, wasn't it?
It was Armageddon.
And my brother was a librarian. And he was up on the walls of one of the hive cities, surrounded by guardsmen defending against these orcs. This orc attack, and he suffered perils from the warp.
Yeah,
and it basically exploded in psychic force, knocked 300 yards worth of Imperial guardsmen off the wall, then fainted and
fell off himself.
And we had to go and save him. That was amazingly good fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good game. But no, I do want to try the Chaos one. I've got all the books for it. But I really struggled to write or to work out how to write a game for it. Because it's all about earning glory within the Eye of Terror or wherever it happens to be set. And it just feels like the best way to do that is by screwing everybody over. But that way the party doesn't work very well together because they're all being screwed over by each other.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a pain, but, I think it would be very good fun to play. But it's difficult to... Because obviously you just get people playing to stereotypes.
Yes.
I'm a follower of Khorne. I must kill everybody. I'm not going to be of any use whatsoever because I'm just going to kill everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess it all comes down to the player's views on what the Chaos Gods actually want.
Can we do a roleplay where it's Mortarian's wedding?
Why?
Because he's getting married to me apparently.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Typhus can be there as a bitter enemy. Yep, exactly. But no, I will write.
Who's going to walk you down the aisle?
A nurgling. I don't know. No, I will get something written.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Deathwatch.
Yeah, we'll have a chat after this to find out levels because I need to start writing a character because I've been wanting to do. I almost went and checked if I had the books for Deathwatch earlier today so I could just sit and read them.
Nice,
but I didn't.
Do you want me to? Well, we can discuss it later. But do you want me to write it and run it?
If you're happy to, you are very good at doing that. So, if you're happy to,
yep. It's going to be really, actually, yeah, it's going to be really scary doing it on a live stream.
It is, yeah, but it's going to be good.
It will be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will definitely do that.
Yes.
I really, really want to do that. So hopefully that will be something that you guys will enjoy as well.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on how it goes, and if we start getting activity in the Discord and all that sort of stuff, there's no reason why we couldn't start including.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other people in it if they wanted to join. If we don't have, if Alex can't make a day, we'll get some subs in, or even if Alex can make a day, we'll still get people in or whatever. We could just, there's no reason why we can't expand the group a bit if people are interested in doing that.
Yeah, I think so. And actually, that's
you're running it, but
given me a fairly good idea for another channel in the Discord to do like a room for the role, so that people can discuss ideas.
Good plan. Yep. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah, but we will discuss that. But I think we do need to. Well, I need to get.
Yes, 11:15. Yes. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
It was a very nice stream. It was just a nice, chilled out chat.
It was.
Some good ideas that has come out of it. So
absolutely, and I'm very much looking forward to doing some roleplay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for all of your comments and your questions and your daft things that have been going on.
Always.
It is always brilliant to chat to you guys because you're all crazy, and I think that's fantastic because we are too, and we love it.
Yes.
Sorry, it wasn't really themed today, but I think it worked out okay in the end because we had a laugh.
Next one will be more structured.
Yeah. So. The next one will be probably in a fortnight's time.
Yes.
When we do the what are we doing next time? The World Eaters. In the Legion overviews as the next one in the book. So we'll be doing that. And in the meantime, get on our Facebook page. Give us pictures of what you're painting at the moment.
Yes, indeed. Please do.
It's up on Instagram and all that sort of stuff. And if you fancy a game against any of us, well, it's probably really only you or me. Against me or Will, give us a shout. And we'll get something organised. You'd have to be able to get to Milton Keynes probably, or we could potentially meet you somewhere if you've got a gaming area somewhere nearby, or
happy to do that.
And we'll get something sorted and we get you on the channel in that respect. Otherwise, thank you very much, everybody. We hope you had a good time. James and I are going to Essex event for Heresy, so we'll give it a topic of discussion next time you're on. Good plan, Sullivan. Yep. James did mention that to me the other week or the other day. I can't remember. I'm really terrible with days.
Month, year.
He has mentioned it at some point. So we'll definitely have a chat with him about that when he's on as well.
Yep.
Which, as we said, should be next week, we think, because we'll do the World Eaters for that.
Yes.
So, yes, thank you, everybody. I'm going to stop painting for a second and actually thank everybody for joining us. And we hope you have a lovely week. And
Indeed.
Hope you join us in the next one. And we very much appreciate your time. And thank you very much.
We will catch you in the next one.
We will indeed. Bye-bye.
Bye.